So make sure those cell phones are off. You found your drink, you found your chair, because we're going to begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for attending today's ceremony. If you would, or if you have not done so already, please silence your mobile devices and hold all applause and comments for the duration of the event. Today's ceremony is both formal and it's casual. And in a few moments, I'll be introducing our Master of Ceremony, but for now, I kindly ask that everybody please rise as the American Legion 12th District Honor Guard hailing from American Legion Post 117 in Palm Bay will now post the colors.
Forward, march! Left, 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 right, left, to your left, to your left, left, right, left, 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 halt!
Please be seated. Thank you, American Legion Post 117. And without further delay, I'd like to introduce today's Master of Ceremony, Mr. David Morgan.
Thank you, Tony. Good afternoon. Listen, where's Scott? I hate scripts, by the way, and I can't turn my head, right, Johnny? So I hate scripts, but I want to thank Scott Dunn for that. That was over the top. I did not expect all that. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate that. Okay, good. So good afternoon. This is about as real as it gets, Greg. I think this mission is just about over, okay? A long haul, but it's been a lot of fun. And before we get started, I want to tell you a little bit about what we're doing here. So again, I'm stumbling here at the beginning because I really hate scripts, but they said you have to stay on script, Morgan, because if not, you'll be here for like an hour and a half, okay? So I'm going to go back to my script. I'm going to put my head down, okay? And then nobody chastised me that I got my head down, and I'm making eye contact with my friend here, Jamie. And see, that already was like, what, 30 seconds? Okay. I am David Morgan, and on behalf of Space Coast Business Realty Center, I am honored and excited today to be your master of ceremony. As Tony suggested, our ceremony is both formal and informal, and in a few minutes, I will be sharing with you a short video Greg and I produced. Following the video, I will tell you a little bit about Greg and I. Retired Colonel Michael Tillema will be making a comment about our newly formed nonprofit organization. The Ellingson team will make some comments to Greg, and then we'll close the ceremony with Greg's comments as well as him cutting the ceremonial ribbon. With that said, please direct your attention to the monitors as we play this short video. Really, Greg, I mean, really, are you wearing a pink tie to this thing?
Seriously, I'm gonna take advice from a guy with white sunglasses, long hair, ponytail, looking like a chick.
Okay, touche. But listen, you only got a couple days. This place is a mess. It looks like a train wreck. What are you doing here? We got to get this place cleaned up.
Dude, I got this. Don't you have a loan or some mortgages or something?
Yeah, I got mortgages, right, but it looks like you need some more help.
Bring the cavalry, buddy.
Yeah, but I probably need to come over here and help you.
Just what I need.
You look good on
Great
that.
Wall of China.
You look good, man. Look, you look good. Let's get this thing done. Greg, I really want to help you clean up that mess, but I also have to shoot this intro video, so give me a minute, I'll be right back. There you guys are. Listen, Greg and I got to thinking, not everybody knows Greg Ellingson, and not everybody knows David Morgan. So why not put a video together to say, this is Greg Ellingson, this is David Morgan, these are our individual businesses, and how we got together to build this building. I think you're really going to enjoy this video, and I want to thank everybody for coming out today.
What a great video. Thanks, Tightline Productions. And thanks, Mr. Morgan, for only giving me out 24 hours to prep for this. We are overjoyed and thrilled to have each of you with us here today. This is a culmination of almost 4 years of planning, research, and acquisition of land and implementation of this great complex. We are here in Brevard to leave a legacy. Our mission is to positively impact the lives of those around us. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for our family, friends, and all of you who have helped us along the way. It has tested our will and resilience at times, but anything worth achieving in life always does. We're extremely excited to share with you the future and everyone in our community. Thanks for being here today. Let's make Brevard great again.
Okay, that was clearly our casual piece. Needless to say, it was a lot of hard work, but we had a lot of fun making this happen. I assure you that to make Greg's vision a reality, I know firsthand how much work Greg personally put into it, and without reservation, I can say that Greg deserves all the praise that we're going to share for him today. This wasn't a normal undertaking, and I am proud to be here today as Greg's wingman. Greg and I are so thankful for having so many special people in our lives. We sincerely want to thank everyone involved, and we wish we could thank everybody individually, but we would be here for several hours to do so. We would, however, like to take a moment to thank the very special people behind us today. Mr. and Mrs. Ellingson, Mr. and Mrs. Tessar, for supporting Greg and Jenny. I think you did a pretty good job raising those two. Yeah. My extended family was unable to attend today. However, I think they are watching us on Facebook Live. How cool is that? You know, right? That's pretty neat. But I am equally proud to thank my surrogate family for supporting me and all the crazy stuff I get us into. Tia Plowman, Joe Harris, Tony Smith, I am humbled to have you on this stage with us today. Last but not least, I would like to thank our wives, Jenny and Yana. This could get tough, so hold on, okay? Words cannot properly express how grateful Greg and I are to have each of you in our lives. I know I would not be half the man I am today without Yana. Countless times our wives have given us confidence to soar to heights which others would consider reckless by any standard. As a result, Greg and I are not unfamiliar with the agonizing pain and embarrassment associated with failure. We are also not unfamiliar with the emotions accompanied with our wives' support after violently crashing from missing the next rung on the proverbial ladder of success. While Greg and I wear our scars with pride, we simply would not be here today without Jenny and Yana. For this, I would like to break protocol and ask that everyone please give these beautiful, wonderful, and dedicated ladies a warm round of applause. Tia, thank you for picking those flowers up for me. I can't believe that I actually told Tia this morning, I said, I forgot the flowers, can you pick those up? Okay, as I alluded to earlier, Greg and I have recently taken steps to open a nonprofit organization to support active duty military and their families. We have selected retired Colonel Michael Tillema to be our director, and I've invited him here today to say a few words. Michael, you ready?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I have 2 minutes, and I knew Dave when his hair was in Air Force regulations. About 12 years ago. A pleasure to be here. Thanks for the invite, and I'm excited because these two guys have served and defended the flag. For those who have and are military veterans or active duty, thank you very, very much. Less than 1% defend the flag, and we are overseas now in more places than I went. Had 4 deployments here remote, but Syria, Afghanistan, Iraq, Turkey, Africa is a bad place to go now. So pray for them. and to be part of a new nonprofit that these two guys thought of. I'm really happy about that. Scholarships for active reserve and guard folks out of the base or Brevard County is one of the ideas. Warfighter appreciation. So when you hear about that, and these guys ask you some questions, please consider giving, because it's going to be a great deal. So thank you very much. Congratulations to all of you. Big deal. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
At this time, Miss Mary McCarthy. Where is she? Mary. Is Miss Mary here? All right. Mary would like to say a few words from the Ellingson team for Greg. You want to stay? No, come on up. Come on up. No. I'll give you 2 minutes. How's that? That's nice.
I brought my own notes, so I'll stay on script for everybody. Thank you, Dave. And thank you all for being here today and sharing in this memory with us. On behalf of Ellingson Properties and Echelon Builders and the teams that comprise those companies, it's my pleasure to make a very brief presentation. In August, the Ellingson Properties and Echelon families privately presented our leader, Mr. Greg Ellingson, with the large metal E that graces the foyer of our lobby. This E, commissioned by a local artist, is the cornerstone of both the Echelon and Ellingson Properties logos. Greg, please accept this plaque as a commemoration of that day back in August. And like you, or I should say like the E, you are the cornerstone of Echelon and Ellingson Properties. Give them a hand.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, before we conclude with Greg's comments and cutting the ribbon, I would like to present my gift to Greg. Now, Greg and I were talking a couple hours ago, and he goes, I said, you're telling the story, right? Your part, you're telling the story about how we got together? I said, no, man, no, you're telling the story. And he said, no, you. So, flip the coin, I guess I got the story. Okay, so here goes the story. This is my fun part of the show. I get to tell this really, really great story about how Greg came about to say, hey, do you want to go build this building with me? All right, here we go. I don't recall, can I put that on there, Johnny? Put that on there. See,
Nice catch.
did you hear that story about the wives? Case in point, right there. Now, I'm not violently crashing at this point, but that could have been. That could have went all the way over there. I don't recall the time or day exactly, yet I will never forget the moment I was visiting with Greg after a mutual closing we had together. His excitement elevated from his normal exuberant demeanor, and for anyone that knows Greg, this is equivalent to lightning striking. Greg proceeds to spread out the blueprints on the conference room table and delivers this detailed dissertation at breakneck speed. I have the abbreviated version here, but I slowed it down so everyone can enjoy it. This is Greg. David, check this out. I'm considering buying this plot of land and building a 15,000 square foot building. I say, really, that's interesting. Yeah, it's going to be the nicest building you have ever seen. Greg, I have no doubt. What's the estimated price tag of this sucker? I think 2.5, 3 million. That's irrelevant. I think I can stay within that range if I get my time down, I stick to the plan, we're all good. I say, Greg, yeah, no doubt. So how can I help you? What's your point here? Greg chuckles, pauses, looks down, then up again, and with a gaze that clearly expresses his dissatisfaction that I was not keeping up. With as much respect as Greg could muster, he says, oh, I want you to go in on it with me. I then begin chuckling. I say, you're buying an old cow pasture on US 1, you're going to erect a 15,000 foot castle of sorts, and you want me to conjure up $1.5 million and go in on it with you? Greg's response was classic. He says, yeah. My response, all right. On nothing more than a verbal promise and a handshake to seal the deal, I stand here with the distinguished honor of celebrating this ribbon cutting with my trusted friend. This flag, I haven't got to my gifts. This flag, which was raised today, is my gift to Greg, and a special thank you letter which I will share with you now. Greg, I am deeply grateful for our friendship. Over the years, you have come to my aid countless times as we continue to operate our independent businesses. You have never asked me for anything in return. You simply made which was wrong right. I hope I have extended the same to you. I am humbled when I reminisce about how far we have come. As a gift and a symbol of my gratitude for including me in operating Space Coast Business Realty Center, I want to give you this flag. It symbolizes much which runs deep in our history. After its tour here at our ribbon cutting, it will take a short trip to our nation's capital where I have arranged for it to fly over the Pentagon. Upon its return, we'll raise it again here as a token of my appreciation and our commitment to always run our businesses with discipline and integrity. I am proud to call you my friend and honored to continue doing business with you. Your honesty, integrity, tenacity, and ability to overcome challenges is inspiring. I hope that this flag inspires you each time you walk by it. More importantly, it should remind you that whenever you need a wingman, you simply need to say go, and I will be there for you, buddy. Your friend, David. Here's Jake. Here's Jake. Want to do a salute? David hands the letter to Greg. Okay, oh, it's your turn.
Thanks, Dave. I know you guys just want to have drinks and cocktails and party. I did too. It's been 3 or 4 years. I want to do the same things. But honestly, thank you, David, for the kind words. Needless to say, the feelings are mutual, and I assure you the story does not conclude and does not end here today. This is merely the beginning, no doubt. We have a lot to be grateful and thankful for. One thing I don't do well, I talk really fast. I multitask. I'm always doing texting while I'm driving. But one thing I don't do well, and I suspect others of us might not, is I don't pause and I celebrate the little successes and achievements in our lives on a daily basis. I'm always looking forward, planning for the next thing, tell my wife it's next month, it's next year, it's the next goal. But it's the small achievements and the wins that are oftentimes more gratifying than the larger pinnacle victories at the end of life. Today is one of those small but important wins that I'm excited to celebrate all of you with today. This is just the beginning of an awesome journey for our agents, our employees, our clients, our families, and the community and our friends. This is a launch pad for success, and it starts right here today. So before we do this, I do need to say a couple quick things. A big thanks need to go out to a group of people that have supported us for the last 3 years. First would be Mark Hickerson, our general contractor, his wife, Kelly Hickerson. Mark comes from an Arthur Rutherford family. Mom owned a franchise. He's part of one. Kelly came from a different franchise. That's how they fell in love. But nobody cares more than Mark does, and nobody does it better. And with his perspective, with his thought, and the time that we took, this is what we end up with. So we're excited to have you guys inside the buildings, see the way it is and laid out, but I owe you a great thanks. Cindy Harden. I actually need to thank Mike Harden, because Cindy Harden helped us with our decorations, our design and details, and it's not normal for a 42-year-old and a nice woman to be texting at 10 or 11 o'clock at night while her husband's sleeping. But we're texting about what shade of brown do you like? What shade of gray do you like? Do you like those handles? I don't really know if that's going to work. So, Cindy, I appreciate all the time, energy, and effort, and it really, the details are important, and it's amazing. Mary, who you just met, boy, she's sort of been our go-to girl for everything of this project. She lived with me in a trailer for like 16 months. If you guys ever came up and down US 1, saw that little thing over there. Did every task from permitting to arguing with the county, and so I really appreciate that. Lynn, our office manager, 10 years, Kelly, Carol Sue, everybody sat in each other's laps in our part-time office, which was a challenge for a while there. So I know that the original agents that have been here for 10 years, Ricky, Paula, and Jenny Walker, it's been a long road, and this is going to be exciting. It's going to be fun for all of us, and it'll be a lot of great things and impact to our county moving forward. My family, we're still married, right? So that's a win. My father-in-law, 100 trips to Lowe's on the weekends. You know, we cut too short, need another thing, need to pick this up. So couldn't have done without family. And is Fred Boozer here? So Fred wanted to stay anonymous, but I have to say honestly, 2013, July 4th weekend, I come to he and his son, I say, I think I want to buy your land. And I'm trying to give the guy money, and he doesn't really want to sell it to me. And he did it because he said, are you sure you want to do that? I don't think you really want to do that. And he was partly right. But we got through that, so that's good. But Fred became a mentor, and it was nice to have him around. And again, for a guy who's really busy at 10 o'clock at night, I'm sending him pictures, and he's saying that's crooked. You shouldn't do that. Change that tomorrow morning. And I really look up to him. He gave me some advice and said that I would ruin a pair of shoes here. And I did. I had the first pair of shoes that I wore on the lot, took a picture. I got him inside, bronzed for him so he can play basketball with his kids with those things. But looking forward to the future, I want to say that we're truly happy to be part of this community. My wife and I wake up in the morning, and we're grateful that we live in Florida, and specifically Brevard. We're surrounded by top-notch colleagues, business professionals, great friends, and a wonderful family, and that's what the world's about. So something drew us here to Brevard, and it's keeping us here. And we all know, for everyone here in this tent, the future's bright. I thank you guys for coming out to support Ellingson Properties, Echelon Builders, Space Coast Business Realty Center, and Morgan Financial. And with that, David, I'd like to close this out. Maybe we can cut the ribbon and then start the party.
Okay, Greg, I got one more surprise for you. Jenny hooked us up with this. So I kindly now ask everybody, we're going to go over to the ribbon cutting. Let's see if I can put this over here. We're going to go over to the carpet. Stand around the carpet. Obviously, give us a little bit of space for the cameras, okay? It's going to be about a 2 to 3 minute transition. And Greg, I have a song I'd like to cue up for you as we move over there. This is Greg's favorite song. Let's
nice.
go.
Very nice, very nice. All right, brother. Awesome. Everybody's ready? Right? Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Congratulations, my friend.
Great. It's wonderful, right?
Good job, man.
Awesome. Let's do it.